situation of a musician, of a foreign musician coming to Berlin is more or less say the same like the situation of a Berliner who was living here for a long time because of this history of the city.
I have been on tour in Europe for the last 2 weeks. Prior to going on tour, right now, this is the 18th of February, 2012.
Everybody is a stranger in this place, and everything has to be think over. There are always possibilities to do it in another way.
And on January 30th, before that, I had the opportunity to play with the great percussionist Anne Bennick from Holland.
In other cities, you have families living there for the last 500 years, and they knew very exactly what to do and how to do what. And here in Berlin, nothing is. Everything can be done in another way.
On this tour, I was fortunate enough to do duets with Silke Eberhard, who is from Berlin.
We have in Berlin a very creative, not a scene, this is a couple of different scenes which were not closed. They were in connections, and this started in the mid of the 90s that the musicians from all over the world are coming. And even this process is came not to an end. This is still developing every week. Somebody is coming here to Berlin, and everybody has his own connections to the places they are coming from. We have a lot of Australian musicians from Canada, from Asian countries. This process started in the mid of the 90s, and the first reason was that Berlin was a really big city with these two different kinds of history, and it was a cheap place. Here it was possible to find a room to stay. And also we had a lot of space here in the city not used any longer, so a lot of small venues. It was very easy to establish a venue where you can play, and musicians could do it by their own. They were not depending on some producers or some pub owners who invited them. They could make their life by their own, and they could find places and establish places where they could play and try out new things. These musicians coming here are coming from very different backgrounds. They are not only jazz musicians interested in developing of a new jazz, and there are other musicians who never played jazz. They came from improvising tradition in European music and contemporary music. There are also musicians coming from traditional musics, and they are interested in connecting their background. And this is a very good model for the necessities our society needs now. The world came so close together. more and more mankind is used to work together, but the thing is to find a way to work together without letting one's own cultural background be behind you. We need a way to work together with all the richness, the cultural richness we have as experience, and bring this experience into a creative process.